Welcome to the house that Rodney built. Leahy turned into legacy. Parsegan renovated and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Fires to the tight end. Bringing the heat. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Running back goes in motion. Back to the air one more time. Hit as he throws. Oh, picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed behind the line, it's Allen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Syracuse right back at it.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. And he tackles him for no gain.
Catch in the middle, it's Ross Simmons. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it on the outside, it's Hatcher. Syracuse will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They give it to him again. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Haynes. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Using his legs, it's Love. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the move. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Syracuse right back at it. They'll run play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Throws to the tight end, and they can't make the connection. The Orange will have to punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On the return, it's Love. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on the side adjustment.
I love the quick decision the QB made there in that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. He's going to pass. He makes the catch, but and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Tosses it incomplete. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. On the move, it's Love. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this one.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he's still running after the move. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Makes his connection. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Love. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Love. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. and the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Snagged in the middle, it's Allen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Syracuse right back at it. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first possession.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Now they'll run the draw. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. Syracuse will send out the punt team. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. And the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll try the run. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. Gonna run it. It's locked. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. He now has 72 yards on the ground, a very productive. Fires toward the end zone. What a snag by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something. And you're right. You'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense. You're wearing your defense out. You have no shot to get back in this game.
Syracuse right back at it. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Orange will have to punt. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up his offense nicely. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right?
And they got him for the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the middle. It's Love. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Irish send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake. Now to throw. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. On 2nd down, wants to throw. This one's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pulls it in. It's Ross Simmons. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw it again. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to touchdown.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Haynes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Comes out throwing on first down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get free before the break. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of touchdown Jesus.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Ross Simmons. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here come the Irish back on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs managed, but the way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Fighting off the defender. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
That's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quickly.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. The give to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Syracuse right back at it. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They're trying to get to it.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The Orange will have to punt.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Bob. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. He's up to 90 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. The quick out. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. They want to just keep throwing it. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hatcher. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Syracuse right back at it. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On second down, he'll let it fly. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hatcher. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Pulls it and fires to the left.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that again.
A shot toward the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive.
That makes the score Notre Dame 21, Syracuse 6.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Payne. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Looking to throw for it. Finds a spot in the middle. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Irish! And the punishment has been extended.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Hatcher. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. He's back to throw on second down. Fires downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Final play of the quarter coming. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Looking for space. It's Love. Nice move to pick up yardage. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Might as well give it to him again. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He makes the connection. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Got it past the marker. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down at the 30-yard line, it's a gain of 6. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Pulls and fires complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Snap it to the back. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on.
And it's been more of the same in the second half of this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
That's reeled in. It's Haynes. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. The aerial assault continues. Got it behind the line. It's Allen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He's going to pass. And when the pressure gets to him, down goes the quarterback.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Going for it all. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll leave it with him. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, going up top. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Offense set on first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line gets set, first down. Looking for room. It's Love. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. And here comes the offense on second down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Knocked down for the tackle. Now facing third and short from their own 17. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the big tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hand off from the shotgun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.